Hey everybody, welcome to Flow and Go. Thank you so much for being here. If you're joining us, just take a moment here to thank yourself. You're confined to a chair or that you don't have other abilities, but if you work in an office or you're just starting out or you're just not feeling it, we all have those days where we're like, oh my God, getting on the ground. So the sit bones are towards the front edge of our chair. And we're going to press down into our sit bones, draw the navel in and up, and then we're going to inhale, send the arms up, take them all the way up. You might take your gaze up with it, relax the shoulders, heart stays lifted. And we're going to exhale, take it into a forward fold, reach your heart forward, and we're going to let ourselves hang nice and heavy here. If you need to adjust on your chair, go for it. And if you're like, oh, just starting and I'm still kind of like rolling over, grab a blanket or a cushion. You can hug it and find support that way. But wherever you are, reach your heart away from your pelvis and then start to exhale. Let yourself hang nice and heavy. And then we're going to take a nice big full breath in here. Exhale, side out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, sigh. And then we'll press into our feet. So make this a whole body thing. Press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. We're going to roll the shoulders here. And hopefully you're still at the front of your chair. I'm going to turn sideways or to the front so you can see. We're going to inhale again. Take the arms all the way up. Squeeze the shoulder blades in as you do. And then we'll squeeze them down our back. We're going to exhale. Take the left hand to the side of your chair. Right arm is going to reach across, and we're going to lift our heart up and over. So imagine going over like a little beach ball here on the left side. We're going to take our gaze up towards the sky. So it should feel like you're lifting out of all four sides of your torso. So left side lifts up, right side lifts up, front of your abdomen and your low back all lifting up here. These 20 minutes are going to go by so fast you won't even know it. We'll inhale. Take that right arm up, hug the right shoulder, and see if you can reach through the fingertips. Exhale, we'll take that right arm to the right side. If you need to scooch over a little bit to the left, go for it. Because you guessed it, we're going to take that left arm all the way up. So hug the left shoulder blade down and in towards the spine. Reach through the left fingertips, and then we'll exhale, take it across to the right side. Again, bend the right elbow if you need. Relax the shoulders and take your gaze all the way up here. Nice big inhale and then exhale to soften. See if you can stay lifting up through all four sides of the torso. As we inhale, take that left hand all the way up, reach through the fingertips, hug that left shoulder and lift your heart. And we'll exhale, take it down to the side. All right, my friends. We're going to take our right leg out to the right, and we're going to step our left leg back. So still on the chair here, and we're going to actually turn and just let our left hip come a little bit off the chair. If you're like, oop, not there yet, then you can keep the hips open. But if you feel like pivoting all the way to the right side, go for it. So you can come up on your tippy toes if that's easier. And we're going to send our tailbone forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. This is a chair version of a high lunge, just a variation. Nice big full breath in. Take your gaze up. And then exhale. Find softness here. You should feel the stretch through the front of your abdomen, your left hip, possibly your low back. And then we'll exhale, pivot on that back foot. We'll bring our soles of the feet to the earth as we come into warrior two here. So arms are going to come out across the horizon. See if you can level out your arms. We're going to hug the shoulder blades together and just take a peek down. Notice if your hips are underneath your shoulders. If you have to adjust your shoulders, go for it. But we'll send the tailbone forward, opening up through the hips here. Arms are going to come out, shoulder blades come together, and your gaze comes over your right middle finger here. Nice and big. We'll flip that right hand, inhale, lift it all the way up. Left hand comes down to the left leg. You got this. Nice big stretch through the right side body. Press down with your feet, even though we're in the chair, even though we're on our sits bones. You got this. Use your feet. Engage. Inhale. We'll take our arms back to warrior two. And then we'll exhale, soften through the arms. We're going to pivot. So we're going to turn all the way to the left side. Now, if you wish, reach that right heel back. And you can keep your left foot planted or come up on your left tippy toes. So if you're able to, this is only if you're able to drop your right hip off of the chair. If not, stay in a warrior two with your right toes pointed out towards the side wall and or what used to be the front of our space. And otherwise, we'll just pivot on that right toe. Inhale, send the arms all the way up here. So send your tailbone forward. Relax the shoulders. Maybe you find a smile here. Squeeze the thighs towards the midline. So principles are all the same. We just check in with ourselves as we explore this movement, and we'll exhale. Take our arms to warrior two. Pivot on that back foot. So right toes are out to the side. Send your tailbone underneath you as we stack our shoulders over our hips. Do your best. If you don't have a mirror, I'm looking at a screen, so it's kind of easy to get that self-check-in. Do your best. And then we'll squeeze the feet towards each other. Keep that tailbone underneath you, shoulder blades squeezing together. We'll flip that left hand. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Relax the shoulders. You should feel a nice stretch through the left side body. Still in the legs as well. You've got this. On your exhale, let it out. That's what softens the body. And then we'll inhale back to warrior two. Take your gaze out. Mean it. Start to focus right over that left middle finger. And we'll take a nice big solid breath in. And exhale, release the hands. All right. We're going to bring the legs together. If you need to shake it out, go for it. We're going to do a little bit of core work because, oh yes, we can still do core while doing some chair yoga. So I'm going to turn to the side so I can lean back if you've got a back onto the chair. Just be careful. You might want it. It might be helpful. So this is really an explore, choose your own adventure kind of deal because I can't see you and I can't really help you with your setup. All I can do is make the best suggestions. I'm going to be leaning back, so I need a little more space. If you're just starting, maybe you like that safety of having a back on your chair. So you do you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And we're going to come into a boat variation here. So we're going to press our sit bones down, draw the navel in and up. Heart is going to lift. Everybody squeeze the shoulders up. And then exhale, take them down your back. Gently squeeze them towards each other. And then everybody, wherever you are, close your eyes, take one big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Just find some softness. Your body's going to hold you up, I promise. A little bit of trust here in yourself. And we're going to take the arms out in front of us. Navel's going to draw in and up. And we're going to keep a nice flat low back, so no rounding through. We're going to keep our navel drawing in and up, low back hugging up towards that navel. And we're going to lean back. We might lift our feet, coming into a boat variation here. And if this is a lot for you, then maybe we just keep our feet on the ground and alternate picking up one toe, then the other. So this is your first bus stop. You're still going to be working the abdomen. You can probably feel it if you take your hand to your belly. Second bus stop is to pick up both feet. Third bus stop is to start extending the legs. It's going to look a little different, but we'll see if we can start to lift the shins up. Nice big breath here. We're here for 2 more breaths. You can squeeze the thighs towards each other, shins towards each other. And on your next exhale, we'll release. It's a little more daring when you're in a chair, so just for showing up, give yourself a lot of credit here. We're going to find our forward fold. So lift your heart, reach it forward, just like before. And then once you've brought your belly to your thighs, we're going to let our head hang. Take a couple of nice big full breaths in and out. So inhale, press into your feet or your toes, whatever's on the ground. Come all the way back up. I sometimes say toes just because I'm up on my toes just to get my shins parallel to the earth. There's no right or wrong. You can be either way. I'm 5'3", so most chairs I don't always touch the ground in. So do you, like I said before, from here we're going to come back to our seat. You can be sideways on your chair. You can face the front. We're going to inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, just cross the arms over, grab the opposite elbow here. Relax the arms down. They're going to rest on the top of your head. And we're going to really root through our sit bones here. So make that connection. And then as you're ready, we're going to just reach over to the right with our elbows. We'll exhale, sweep it through now. We're not going to just roll around. We're going to keep everything from our hips to our low ribs or fifth, sixth rib area is going to stay steady. So we're going to stay upright as we sweep through. Elbows come to the left side, and then we're going to inhale, go all the way back. Come around a couple circles this way. So this is a great one if you're at your desk and you've been leaning forward over a document or a project or emails. If you feel like you're hula hooping, make a smaller movement from the top of your torso. Once we've gone one way, we'll go the other, so switch it up. Don't worry about how you look. We'll come back to center. We're going to release the arms. We're going to take our hand to our right thigh. We're going to pick up our right leg. Give it a nice big hug in. And again, we're going to draw our navel in and up. Low back, spine is going to hug our thigh. Thigh is going to press against our torso. And then we'll exhale. Take the right ankle over the left knee. If you're like, ooh, that's a lot, you can always walk your left foot out and it comes down, opens up the hip. If you're feeling pretty good about this, then you can just keep your left knee at 90 degrees. We'll press our sit bones down and we're going to exhale, reach the heart forward. You're going to find the stretch. It's our seated pigeon. So you'll find that stretch in the outside of the right hip. And again, I'm just lengthening my heart away from my pelvis. And I'm going to tuck my chin and just keep that length going through the back of my neck. Hands are resting gently on my leg. And if you want, you can press a little bit on the right hip, or the right knee, sorry. Just to open up. But feel it out. It should feel good in the muscles. There should be no pain in any of your joints. And then we'll inhale, come all the way up, draw the navel and the heart up towards the spine. And we'll take our right leg back to the earth. Hands are going to come pick up the left leg. Whew, getting ahead of myself. We're going to pick up that left leg, hug it in. Again, see if you can hug your femur, your thigh bone, and your spine towards each other a little bit. And then we'll take that left ankle across the right knee. Notice if this side feels different to you. And I'll turn here just so you guys can see, just as a different visual. We're going to press our sit bones down, navel draws in and up, heart lifts. So we're creating this nice long line all the way through our torso. And then we're going to reach the heart forward. So get the most out of this. We're only here for 20. Make it count. You deserve every last little bit of feel good. And in this side, this is as far as I can come comfortably. So I'll tuck my chin, relax my head, and I'll start to just breathe. You should notice the stretch in the outside of your left hip, maybe into your low back. Maybe with a couple of breaths here, you start to soften into it. That's a wonderful feeling. And then we'll inhale to come all the way back up. Take our left foot back to the earth. And from here, we're going to take our left hand to the outside of our right thigh. Doesn't matter where, wherever is comfortable for you. And we're going to turn to our right. So I'm actually going to use the back of my chair here, just because it's here, just so I have something to hold on to with my right hand. You can have something or you cannot. You can tuck your right arm all the way behind you if you wish. But press down into your sit bones. Inhale, lift up through the heart and the crown of the head. And then on your exhale, let your turn happen. Just allow it. Your body knows what to do here. On your next inhale, we'll come up nice and tall, come back to center, and we'll take it to the other side. The right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh, wherever feels good to you. The left hand is going to swim behind us. You might just find a little rest against the back of the chair. You might tuck it behind you. Your choice. To see if you can turn your heart towards the left side of the room here. Press down with your sit bones. Draw the navel in, get nice and long through the crown of the head. And then on your exhale, chill out, just relax. So I think the beautiful thing about these twists here as we inhale and we can come back to center is that whole chilling out thing. Is we often feel like we need to force stuff, and if we just relax, come back to our breath, we get there faster. We just open up, we find more space, and that's a beautiful practice, if not the most challenging part, at least for me, if you're a busy body and a busy mind like I am sometimes. So we'll come into a seated pose. You can keep your legs on the ground if you wish, or you can just chill out in your chair, bring your legs up, whatever feels best to you, and we'll settle in here for a seated Shavasana. As you take it inside and just check in with yourself and let any thoughts you have surface and fly away. We'll start to find a little bit of movement here, maybe in the nose or the hands or the feet. And we'll let it grow as we flutter our eyes open. Come on back to center. And just take a moment, notice how you feel. Notice if there's any more space, a bit more energy or softness. And we'll bring our hands up to our heart or our third eye, wherever feels best to you. And we'll simply bow to each other for sharing this practice and this space. Thank you so much, guys. Namaste. All right, my friends. If you like this flow, let me know. I'm happy to do more of them. I just want everyone to move and feel good wherever you're at. So on any given day, I hope that you find it supportive. If you have questions, of course, you can let us know through Instagram or Facebook or message me. And please, please, please continue taking care of yourselves. I love you all. You're doing amazing. And have a wonderful day.